Alright, Mr. Burris, here is your 1/32 scale Code 3 Collectibles Squad 61 from the FDNY. You had seen one that I built before on YouTube and asked me about it, and shebang, you sent it to me and yours looks similar to it. I did notice there was a couple of things that I did differently on that one. I can't remember if that one had a work light inside. This one does. I know I did the panel light for yours and that one. Something else. Switch placement I changed, and then also yours has flashing taillights where the other one had 0 taillights. I think a lot of the ones on the other one, like I said, that was for another customer of mine that, anyway, I do a lot of builds for. He just wanted all random flash, so I didn't use any circuit boards with that one, whereas yours has circuit boards to give some triple flash patterns and whatnot. All the doors, everything still opens and closes on these like it should. The top equipment bins, all of them open and close. Got those shut down. You'll see the hose bed sticking up. That's because that's where the batteries are located. So on this one you got flashing headlights, red strobes over those. Red strobes in the bumper, right here in the side bumper. The rooftop strobes are circuit board controlled. You'll see a flash pattern with those, maybe, with my camera. We'll see if that happens. Again, interior work light inside there, shining towards the dash, illuminates the interior pretty well. Green panel light over top of your panel, illuminating it. You got a strobe over your rear wheel well, hard to say for me. Strobes up top here. Also, caution, your yellow strobes here, they're synced with the top, so your left caution will flash with the right rooftop. Well, actually, your top light bar here, and then that way it gives them kind of an alternating pattern top to bottom, and then also wig-wag side to side as far as patterns go. Have flashing tail lights with this. Also, again, on down the side, same as the other side. There's not a connection panel or a light on the connection panel. I didn't do that one. The other one didn't have it, so I didn't add it on this one either. Maybe I should have. I didn't even think about doing it until it was too late. But anyway, and then of course your front corner strobe on the bumper. The reason I lift this hose bed up is where your batteries are located. You'll see a 9-volt battery in there, as well as a small holder up front for watch batteries. It's AG13s. That's what powers the sound card. That should last for quite a while. Easy enough to replace. Again, these batteries just pull out. You can see they're just kind of pushed down into that foam to keep them from banging around. And again, that one, both of them have, the watch battery one has, I don't know, maybe 5 inches of cable to it. So, like I said, plenty of room to take it out. A little small Phillips screwdriver and pull the screw out, replace the batteries, pop it back in place, kind of mash this back down in the foam, and it's ready to go. Cut the little front lip off of here so it doesn't have to be centered in that hole. It has a tendency to catch it and it doesn't want to open up very well. So you'll watch me struggle, no doubt, putting this back in place. But push it back to the front like that, and then this will just drop back down, maybe, no doubt. I'll have issues with it, never fails, on camera. I don't want to take so long that my battery runs down though. But anyway, it will, it does settle down in there pretty nicely and fits like it should. There we go. Had the front down too far. There we go, snaps in place. And then to lift it up, you can either pull it up just a little bit by the hoses and then put a screwdriver under it and pop it up the rest of the way if you want. It's probably the easiest way to do it. It does still roll freely. Wheels still steer. The steering wheel does have to be disconnected because when you hook the lights up to the front panels up here, the headlights and everything, you have to go in through the front, and then so it disconnects the steering. But the steering wheel does still turn, and the wheels can still be posed, steered either direction or left, straight, however. Switches on this one. I mentioned the other one that had the switches at the bottom here. This one here, yours are hidden. Your switches are in the cans up top. I don't know if those are spill containment chemicals. I don't know what these are. But anyway, that's where your switches are at. This one here, the taller one, is your power switch. You press that down and a click to turn on all your lighting. We'll show you that real quick. So there's your lighting on. Again, it's this can right here. My camera's out of focus. This one over here does nothing. The one in the front right here is for your sound card. We'll go over that in just a second. So again, of course, you can see your green panel light, red strobe on the front bumper. You can see your interior work light shining a little bit better too. Maybe you can do a little close up on that with my wonderful camera. Anyway, it illuminates the interior, the radio and everything. You can see your MDT and all in there, so it lights that up. Flashing headlights. There's your red strobes over top of those. They are simultaneous strobe. They are triple strobe. It looks like a slow flash, but they actually are triple strobe. Your lights up top, lean this back just a little bit. Your lights up top are wired to where they actually have a pattern to them. I don't know if my camera, it'll pick it up better in the dark probably. There you go. You can see them kind of right to left. Again, those are triple strobe. That's a simultaneous flash. Those are triple strobe right there. But you can see the pattern to it. The right side of this, the left side of that one, and then the left side of the center bar. So they have a kind of a wig-wag pattern to them as well as that triple strobe. Let's just go around this direction while we're at it. Again, of course, your bumper strobe here to the front. Yeah. And over your rear wheel well. To the rear we go. Same setup here with your red top lights here. I got built-in shocks. Pretty cool. Anyway, these are paired together with the right caution. So when these flash, the yellow one flashes on the right. And then that, again, it gives them kind of a top-to-bottom alternating pattern, and along with your triple strobes that you'll get. And then, of course, you can see your flashing tail lights here. All right. Before my battery runs down on my camera, frustrating. I mentioned your switches up here. Again, this was your power switch. We'll turn this all back off again. So you can see it kills everything. This here is your siren button. So when you press it, you do not have to have the lights on to run the siren. You may have the desire to do that at some point, so you can do that with or without the lights. But of course, we want the lights. Let's turn that on. Again, this is one of my custom sound cards that we discussed. You've got Federal. Starts off with a Wayland Yelp siren. You'll hear it just kind of almost mimicked the siren. I didn't want to be made fun of, so I won't. But it is the Yelp. It'll start with that electronic siren, and then the Federal will kick in, and then also you'll have a mix of air horns. So we'll go ahead and hit this here. Like I said, it is one press. Now you can hear the air horn. And that will continue to play, I think, for at least a minute and a half. I know, it may be a 2 minute. I can't remember how long it actually will go. But you can stop it any time by pressing it. Again, it will stop it. Of course, it'll start right back up at the beginning again. Like I said, it will just continue to go. And you can stop it, just about flip this thing over. You can stop it anytime, just press it, and it'll hush. And again, like I said, you can turn the lights off and still have the siren if you want. There you have it. I appreciate your patience with it. Let's turn that back off. I appreciate your patience with it. Like I said, these do take a while to build. I know some people, I can build one in 4 hours. Well, then I invite you to build one in 4 hours, because I can't do it. I won't do it. Again, I want mine to look nice. The build's for the customer. If I was building them for myself, which I don't do, so I have 0 in my collection. Have no lighted vehicles in my collection except some that people haven't paid for. So, like I said, that's why I build them so well for my customers, because that's how I want them done if they were being built for me. Like I said, they aren't cheap to do, and I can appreciate that fact, so I want them to be as nice as I can, or nice as they can once the customer gets them. Like I said, you won't see wires or anything hanging down on mine. Everything's nice and clean. Everything's put back exactly the way it was before. I did notice, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but you were missing the driver's side door mirror on this. I looked in the box, in the styrofoam. I came up with nothing. So I don't know. It looks like the styrofoam with this one actually isn't the styrofoam that came with this engine, or with this squad. So it could be the styrofoam, maybe it was shipped in another one, I don't know. But you may want to check and see if you have it at home. The 2 water cannons did come off. I attached those back. This one actually drilled with a small drill bit and added a piece of wire in there to make it a little bit more sturdy. You can see it moves a little bit, but it's on there pretty well. This one as well is glued on. They may come back off. I don't know. Also, you were missing your small mirror that went on this. The mount and everything was attached still, but the mirror itself, the mirror head was gone. So I kind of made one out of a headlight off of I think it's a 24 scale Challenger. Add a little aluminum foil to the back side of it so it would have some reflective properties to it and look more like a mirror head. So that one's there. Also, this mirror had come off in shipping. I reattached it. We'll add a little bit more glue to the bottom of the door. The glue just did set up earlier on the top, and I'll add just a small little dab up under here under the bottom of the mirror so to stay in place. Other than that, everything else arrived and it was on the truck like it should have been. Like I said, the only thing I couldn't come up with was this mirror for the driver's side door. Like I said, hopefully you realize that was gone before it was sent to me. I have no need for a mirror, so if it would have been in there, I did check the box and everything quite well for it and couldn't come up with it. So the mirror, and then like I said, the mirror head for this spot mirror that was over top of the passenger was gone. I feel like there was something else I was going to mention. I think there was supposed to be a spotlight over top of this mirror here. It wasn't on there either, so we have no spotlight. So anyway, there you have it. Like I said, I appreciate it. Let's turn the siren back on, and we'll end everything. And again, appreciate the order, sir.